The Tagnetic Store Controller application, or TSC, runs on a standard Windows computer and manages all electronic shelf label activity. Information from the store's point of sale is imported into this computer, and it automatically sends price updates to all the tag area controllers out on the shelves.
Once the data has been processed by our TSC, it is sent wirelessly through the store's network to our tag area controllers. The tag area controllers are responsible for both power and communications to our electronic shelf labels. The tag area controller lid can easily be removed simply by pressing on the tabs outward and pressing out. Inside the tag area controller, we have a couple of components. We have the power supply, we have the actual tag area controller that drives the power communications to electronic shelf labels. Inside the tag area controller, we also have the Wi-Fi card that can be replaced if needed. It's a simple USB standard Wi-Fi card. The power from the tag area controller is distributed out of the tag area controller through this wire. Power communications are fed out of the tag area controller through a wire. This wire we call a stringer. The stringer has two types of installations. The installation can be on top of the shelves and hidden through a top cap such as this, or an installation could consist of running the stringer at below the shelves underneath each kick panel. This type of installation has it on top. The top caps can be easily removed simply by pressing out on the top cap and up. Underneath the top cap you will see the stringer wire. The stringer wire is fed out of the tag area controller to each of the risers. This is one continuous loop. Power is sent from the tag area controller down the riser, back up from the riser, and on down the line. The stringer is connected to our fourth component called a riser. The riser is plugged in and powered through the stringer through a lock and mate connector. The riser is placed on the right side of each section in a gondola. As you can see, each section on the gondola has a riser. The riser is fed from the top all the way down to the bottom. The excess of the riser is distributed underneath the bottom shelf, which will be used to connect a coupler for the bottom rail. As mentioned before, a second type of installation, we may run the stringer at the bottom. Basically, it's just how we did from the top down, but we are doing the inverse of bottom on up from each riser connection. Our fifth component is the coupler. The coupler is unique in a way that it has inductive coupling and allows power communications to travel from the riser to the coupler. The uniqueness of this is the ferrite core that excites the electromagnetic field generated and allows power communications to be transferred through the rail. The coupler can easily be removed or added for height adjustments of the shelf. Once the coupler is attached, power communications is distributed through the wire called a pigtail. The pigtail is attached to the side of the shelf and kept up through a pigtail clip. Rails are attached to the front of each of the store shelving. Once powered from the coupler, power communications are fed to each electronic shelf label. One unique feature of our rails is the locking system. It cannot be moved left or right or up or down. This also enables planogram integrity. Our final component is, of course, the electronic shelf label. The electronic shelf label is a unique device where it has no battery. It is inductively powered through the rail. Inside the electronic shelf label is a coil. The coil is what enables the electronic tag to get its power and communications. As you can see, the tag can be removed from the rail, and there is no attached wires. It is all inductive. Once placed back in the rail, you can see it boot up and get its price.
Let's review. Data is sent from the store's point of sale to the Tagnetic store controller. Wirelessly, the data flows through the access points in the store to the tag area controller, which is positioned at the top of every gondola. The gondola then is powered through the stringer. The risers are connected to the stringer. The couplers are then attached to the risers. The power and communication flows through the pigtail wire, through the rails, and the power and communication then can be delivered to the tags.